All right, welcome everybody to the Posse Team training on 9/1. Thank y'all for being here on this Labor Day weekend. I know that was probably tough for some, but we are glad that everybody has made it on. We're going to go over some things and try to get you guys out of here fairly quickly tonight, like we always do. We're going to go over a couple of back office reports. We're going to look at the points per leg report and points per level report. My tongue is going to twist on those obviously tonight. Too many P's and R's. You're going to find out what you can find in these reports, what is important on those, and what it can do for you. So those are two really good reports that they've added this past year. We're going to talk about duplication, how to grow your business, give you a little encouragement along the way here, and then we're going to look into my Plexus Builder, and we're going to cover how to create a custom autoresponder email campaign and what you can use this for. Oh, and there's a typo. Every week I think I have a typo. Oh well. Anyway, you guys know I'm human, so we're not going to worry about that too much. All right, so let's just dig right in and go ahead and get started here. We're going to start off in our back office. I'm guessing everybody knows how to log in, and you're welcome to open up a separate screen and follow along and do at the same time if you want to, or if you just want to watch, however is easiest for you. Of course, to get in your back office, you're going to have to log in as your ambassador login, so go ahead and do that if you're going to follow along that way. Once you get to your dashboard, you're going to go over to just about the center of the page and hover over reports. Go down to the bottom, and the first one we're going to look at is the points per level report. Go ahead and click on that. This report is going to be blank when it first pulls up. It's not going to look quite like this. You're going to want to pick what cycle that you're looking at and process report. If you guys want to actually look at points from last month, go ahead and choose previous month and click on process report. You're not going to get a whole lot of information if you click on today or current report. So go ahead and do that. Then what we're going to see on this is our pay levels for each person, their ambassador number, their name, their join date, and what we're getting paid on points wise here. This is a really cool report because you can see how everything is going on. What it can also do for you is also show you where you have ambassadors who have compressed up. There's somebody that's turned off above them or not qualified yet, and you'll be able to see that. So with that being said, let's talk about compression and what that means. Okay, I sponsor Sue into the company, and she joins our team, and then I teach Sue how to do the same thing, and Sue sponsors Joe. Now, I have two levels. Level 1 is Sue, level 2 is Joe. Now, Sue is going to teach Joe how to do the same thing, and Joe is going to sponsor Dan into the company. Now, I have 3 levels here. Sue, Joe, and Dan, levels 1 through 3. Joe teaches Dan to do the same thing and sponsor somebody. So Dan sponsors Lynn. Y'all get the picture. I'm not going to have to go through all of these names. Lynn sponsors Ed. Ed sponsors Meg. Meg sponsors Deb. Deb sponsors Lou. Lou sponsors Bob. Now I have 9 levels or generations here underneath me at this point, which is pretty awesome, except I only get paid through level 7. But I have accomplished what I set out to do, which was duplicating myself by teaching Sue how to do the same thing that I did with her, and she taught Joe how to do it, and so on and so forth. So this is all great. Everybody's learning how to do it. But, you know, sometimes down the road, life gets in the way and somebody's going to fall off or decide it's not for them, or just that, you know, they don't have time for it because Aunt Susie's sick and they've got to take care of her or something. So down the road, let's say maybe Dan and Meg quit taking the product, quit sharing, quit doing all that. What happens when this goes like that? Well, here's what happens. Lynn moves up to a 3, which she was a, what was she? Let's go to the previous slide. She was a 4, so she bumps up 1. So now, instead of being worth 4 points to me, she's worth 3 points. So that's an extra point because her upline dropped out. But where it gets interesting is down here towards the bottom, everybody down here bumps up as well. So I earn points on these guys now that I wouldn't have been earning on before. Lou and Bob was not even in my earnings area, and now they're my 6 and 7, so I'm getting 2 points for Lou and 1 point for Bob. So that's how compression works once you get to that situation. So it's not as bad as it seems whenever people stop working the business or what have you, as long as we've taught them in the beginning to duplicate ourselves and to invite and share and sponsor people into the business, because at that point they've kind of replaced themselves if something does happen. So back on this report we were talking about, Rebecca and Laura here at the top, they're being paid out at levels 1. They're actually levels 2 in my group. So they've bumped up, and so has their team underneath them, which are down here in the numbers below. So everybody there in that has bumped up a little level because of their upline not working. So I hope that helps you understand that a little bit more and how compression works and what that report does for you. So the next one we're going to go to is our points per leg report. Same thing, you're going to go up at the top and hover over the reports tab, come down and click on points per leg report. Again, you're going to have to do the previous volume and process report if you want to see what you did for last month. This report gives you what leg you're looking at, which everybody's in the first level here. That's the only names that it shows. It just shows you at what order they signed under you. Ambassador numbers, names, and then it gives you their points that they've earned and how they add up to give you a total number of points there. This is a really, really good tracking so that you know where everybody's going to advance to and what they're looking at, you know, as far as points wise to get to their next level, how close they are to gold or senior gold or whatever their next advancement might be. So this is just one of those really, really good reports to get a quick look to see where you are in your points for the month.